Gonna continue on part 3 of running books and advice. This will be the last part of that because I'm gonna want to talk about food, hydration, and just other things to prepare for a race. So today it's still gonna be a few more books, maybe if we get that in, because since like the other two on the last videos the best, I took a lot more time into those. So we're gonna continue with this next book. This one right here is Training for Young Distance Runners. This one, I didn't really read this one, but it's alright, but it helps the ones that are learning how to do it at first, I think. This one's probably, it doesn't say what distance, and it tells you a lot of stuff. I'm going to read this page for, it says high carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates. I'm going to read the food types of fruit: apples, bananas, cherries, grapes, oranges, pears, and raisins. And the serving size for an apple is 1 medium grams of carbohydrate, 21. For a banana, 1 medium, 27 grams. Cherries, 10 serving, just 10. 11 grams of carbohydrates. Grapes, 1 cup, and 28 grams of carbohydrate. Oranges, well, it's 1 each, or just some cherries. It's just 1 each for how many serving sizes and all that. For pear, it's orange is 1 medium, also just like the banana and the apple. And that's 16 grams of carbohydrates. And pears, or pear I should say for this, 1 medium, 25 grams of carbohydrates. Raisins, 1/3 cup, 40 carbohydrates. That's what it says for just the fruits. And it tells fruit juices, apple, orange, grape, etc. 1 cup, 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. Sports drinks, e.g. Gatorade, 12 ounces is the size, serving size. 16 grams of carbohydrates. Soft drinks, e.g. Colas, root beer, 12 ounces, and 36 grams of carbohydrates. Now we're into the food. Breakfast sweets. Honey, 1 tablespoon, 17 grams of carbohydrates. Syrup, 1/8 cup, 30 carbohydrates. Gems and jellies, 1 tablespoon, 30 grams of carbohydrates. Table sugar, 1 tablespoon, also 13 grams of carbohydrates. Now we're into sweet snacks and pastries. Chocolate candy, 1 bar, 1 ounce, 16 grams of carbohydrates. Chocolate chip cookies, 4 to 1/4 diameter, 28. 28 grams of carbohydrates. Donut glazed, 1(3) 1/4 diameter, 27 grams of carbohydrates. And that's all for that page. That's just the high carbohydrate food, simple carbohydrates. For training young distance runners. On page 20 of Training for Young Distance Runners, Technique, Conditioning, Racing, forward by Joe Newton, Larry Green, and Russ Pat. And I didn't decide to read a little bit of this just to get you into it a little bit, but there is a lot in here. I will tell you what chapters there is. Since this is a big book, I'm gonna read what chapters. Chapter 1 is called Development of a Runner. Chapter 2, Nutrition for Runners. Chapter 3, Running Physiology. Chapter 4, running is the same. Running Biomechanics. Chapter 5. Part 2, Essential Training Methods. Chapter 6, Training for Fundamentals. Chapter 7, Building a Base, Strength, and General Aerobic Endurance. Chapter 8, Advanced Training for Competition. Part 3, Designing an Effective Training Program. That's where you design one that fits you and your schedule out, and how you could train and really do good, because if everyone's different. You have to make your own design for your own effective training. Chapter 9, The Starting Point. Chapter 10, Periodization. Chapter 11, Progression. Chapter 12, Revising to the Program. And there's only 12 chapters in this book here. So, if you guys decide to, I'm not sure, I didn't really check for this one. My mom bought it for me. This one, it wasn't from online, so you guys can search it or look at the store, like the bookstores, or maybe online or the library to check it out to see if you like it. But this one wasn't as much to me, but I still tend to look at it sometimes, and then the other ones too. And I'm gonna get out my next book. Next one is Runner's Complete Guide to Running. I really didn't pay attention to this one. This one wasn't like the key one I had. The first two were my favorites because it helped me and taught me how to train well and race really good. But this one, I had this one more long ago. I'm gonna give you the chapter examples. Okay, chapter 1, Getting Started. Page 6, A Fresh Start. Page 10, Fitting In. 15, It's Good to Walk. 18, A Shoe Thing. 24, Get Your Gear On. 26, 49 Reasons to Love Running. Well, I mean, I have a bunch, but I don't have 49, but maybe I could read the 49 of them to you, if you want. But today I'm gonna just go over these. I'm gonna look at how many chapters to see if I could do all that. Oh, there's only 8 chapters. All right. Training. Page 34. The 12 training essentials. 38. Long may you run. Page 40. Speed work for every runner. Page 42, Sessions to Build Speed. Page 44, Heights of Passion. 48, Rise of the Machine. 52, Run Strong. 54, Perfect Form. 56, Trail Mix. Chapter 3, Nutrition. Page 58, Fuels Paradise. Page 62, To Your Health. Page 68, Real Good Eats. Page 75, Better Together. Page 78, Fueling Your Fire. Chapter 4 is Health and Injury. Page 84, 10 Ways to Avoid Injury. Page 89, Injury Clinic. 100. Never Get Hurt. Page 106, Gain from Pain. Page 108, Where It Hurts. Chapter 5, Cross Training. 110, Center of Attention. 116, Balancing Acts. 120, Band-Aid. Chapter 6, Weight Loss. Farewell Fat. 130, 11 Shortcuts to Faster Fat Loss. 132, The Runner's Guide to Weight Loss. 140, Run It Off. 7 Women's Running. Page 142, Women's Health. 144, 21 tips for women runners. 48, 148, 2 for the road. Chapter 8, racing. 152, your first 5K. 156, the ultimate 10K plan. 160, halftime. 164, 10 rules of marathon training. 166, here's the plan. 168, is getting you to 26.2. That means marathon. 170, run a perfect race. Now, let's see if there's another one. I guess not. There's only 8 chapters in this book, but let's see if there's something interesting if I could do it quick, because my videos are usually a certain amount of time. But we got 10 ways to avoid injury. We got a lot of things we could talk about. Maybe it's a good to walk. Let's see. If I could read, if there's enough time for some of it. I just gotta get more data. I could just tell you my opinion for today, though, because it would make it easier. Okay, what I think for, the weight loss thing, I think it's going to tell how you could lose weight for running. Like, running helps lose weight. And when you're doing it in the, when it's hot outside, I heard it burns more calories when you're more hot and running in the heat. But for weight loss, it does help. And if you start walking, it's probably gonna talk about if you walk a little bit, not that much, but sometimes it does help. So that's what I want to tell you since it's 12 minutes already though. But next time we're gonna talk about reading this book maybe. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe to see more. Click the